take a minute to thank my staff. A bunch of them are standing behind me. Some are hiding in the audience, Dave and a few others. And the biggest thing I want to thank is I want to thank all of you, all of the people who have supported Gun for Hire for the past 21 years, because this not would have gotten this far if not for all of you. So stand strong.
Developer of the facility. I grew up as a kid around guns. My dad was a lieutenant. My dad, Thomas Stephen O'Byrne, was a lieutenant with the Newark Police Department. So every morning we ate breakfast, and he'd have a gun on his hip. But he wasn't really a gun guy. When I bought my first semi-automatic pistol, I bought a Beretta 92 FS Brigadier, and I remember when they threw it across the counter, I asked the dealer, "Well, can I get bullets for it too?" And he gave me the bullets, and I remember walking out to the car thinking, like I did when I took my first child home from the hospital, I can't believe they're letting me leave with this gun. And I brought it home, and I took it out, and I wiped it down with water to clean it up, and then I read the instructions, and it said, before you do anything, disassemble, field strip, and clean the firearm. And I said, they want me to take this thing apart? So I went out and I bought the clean bore kit, with the solvent and all this stuff, and I did the best I could, and then I loaded it, and I took it outside to load it. I was scared, and then I didn't know what to do with it because nobody told me to get a safe. So I hid it until I had a safe. I hid it behind my watches. I unloaded it again, and I hid it behind the watches, and then I got a safe. I probably owned 5 guns before I even fired one because there was no place to shoot. There was nowhere to go. The ranges were just not really conducive to the type of thing that I was really looking for. I was lucky enough ultimately to become a member at Riverdale. What this facility is about is for somebody who wants to learn the sport, somebody who wants to do it for fun, for hobby, to protect their family. They can come here, they can learn how to, what firearm is right for them, learn what ammunition it needs, learn how to field strip it, how to clean it, how to fire it. The first time my burglar alarm went off and I had that gun, I didn't even know if it was going to shoot. I'd never shot it. And how many people are in that situation where they buy a firearm, they think it's the right thing to do, and then they just don't shoot it, they don't clean it? Is that safe or is that dangerous? I have a revolver a Star that was manufactured in 1863, and as best the records can tell, it was issued to the 7th Michigan Cavalry, and any history buffs would know that the 7th Michigan, led by General George Armstrong Custer, charged Jeb Stuart's cavalry on the 3rd day of Gettysburg and turned them back. So that revolver, either way, it's 150 years old, and if I put it on the table, you'd have a hard time believing that it's 150 years old, other than holster wear. Well, how many guns are 140 years old? How many guns are 130? How many guns are 100 years old? How many are 50 years old? They're not going away. We're all here because we have a passion for the sport, we have a passion for the hobby. It's our job to maintain our firearms in a safe manner and set an example for the rest of the people that are either gun owners or want to own guns. Thank you all very much for coming.
I know everybody wants to eat. Just real quick, look at the dream team we've assembled with O'Byrne, Gun for Hire, Wilson's Auto Body, Ralph's Auto Repair, Perfect Shine Car Wash, and Otto Manelli Sporting Arms right next door. To Mike and the guys.